And so Representative Kunesh-Padin is going to move House File 309 for possible inclusion in the omnibus bill. Representative Noor, welcome back as well. And why don't we just start by moving the A1 amendment, the author's amendment, and get the bill in the shape in which you'd like to discuss it. And so I assume, Representative Kunesh-Padin, you wanted to move the A1?
Madam Chair, yes, please. I would like to move the A1. It makes some technical changes in the verbiage and also, again, corrects some of those dates that will allow a minute to create a smooth transition.
Okay. Any discussion to the amendment? Representative Loeffler.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I won't object to the amendment, but I do think we need to get a fuller written response from DHS on why just adding a dollar amount to a grant amount requires a year's delay for programming. We just need to have a better understanding of why people have to wait one more year for the computers.
Okay, thank you, Representative Loeffler. And maybe I hope, let's see, I think the DHS staff is still here, and maybe we can get that response before the end of at the end of the hearing, not now. But so, and of course, these bills are being laid over, and so we can make adjustments. We can still make adjustments. So, any other discussion to the A1 amendment? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion prevails. The amendment is adopted. So, go ahead, please, Representative Kunesh-Padin and Representative Noor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And once again, I think I will pass it over to Representative Noor to explain this.
Representative Noor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is a bill that actually addresses the TANF block grant, but it also goes to address the need to increase the cash grants, which includes general assistant. And that amount is a cut. I don't know. It was not included in the handout, so trying to find the amount.
200.
It's currently 203, so we're going to be increasing to. Yeah, the numbers.
I don't.
Madam Chair, if one of the House research can address the numbers changing for general assistance.
Okay, Ms. Pugnelli.
Madam Chair and Representative Noor, in House File 309, the GA changes are on page 2, lines 31 and 32. So for a household of one, it would go from $203 a month to $457 a month, for example.
Okay, and Representative Noor, since we didn't have an overview on the GA, I don't know if you are able to do this, or maybe we should ask Ms. Pugnelli, just give us a really brief thumbnail of what GA is, just to remind people of how this is different. Should we ask Ms. Pugnelli? Could you do that for us?
Sure, Madam Chair and members. The General Assistance Program is a cash assistance program for individuals and married couples that don't have children, so they're not eligible for the MFIP program or TANF cash assistance.
Okay, and Ms. Pugnelli, this is state dollars, am I correct?
Yes, Madam Chair, it's state general fund money.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Go ahead, Representative Noor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to point out, this bill will require us to using the CPU. That is the consumer price index for all urban consumers, rather than just a specific amount, as noted. So this bill will include all the cash programs, particularly GA and MFIP standards.
Okay. Any questions from the committee? Any discussion? Okay. Not seeing any. Representative Gruenhagen.
I actually have a question for the department after these presentations, okay?
Yes, thank you, Representative Gruenhagen. We'll note that, and we are going to have the department come back after these presentations, and it looks like we will have time as well, so that's really great.
I do have a question.
All right, Representative Hamilton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. On page 1, line 1.17, it talks about an increase for inflation-based. My question is, do we have other programs that are tied to inflation where there's automatic increases?
let's see, maybe Berg, can you answer that?
Madam Chair, generally no in the state budget, the forecast for medical assistance does include an inflationary factor for healthcare price trend, but then we, of course, correct the actual down the road. So this would actually put inflation into the grant and drive the expenditure. So I'm not aware of any place where we actually directly inflate the benefit, but I could be wrong. I'm not aware of any.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bergen. I can kind of answer that a little bit, Representative Hamilton. It's not exactly the same thing as Mr. Berg says. However, if you think about the disability waiver rate system, DWRS, and there's a formula that's the basis of the rates, which really includes inflation, and the way things are being worked on now, it's going to include updating it more often. And the rates themselves are based on average wages. That's kind of got an inflation kind of built in. Another place I could tell you that we really do it, and again, in kind of a different way, is with the legislation passed a few years ago for nursing homes. We have a cost-based system, and that means that as their costs grow, they report the costs, and it gets baked into the rates. So it's really not, it's maybe unusual to do it in a really clear and obvious way, I would say, what this is, but we do definitely bake in inflation into what we pay in HHS in a number of places.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Other discussion? All right. All right. Thank you very much. So Representative Kunesh-Padin will renew her motion that House File 309 as amended be laid over for possible inclusion in the omnibus bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Chair.